Hello, I'm Brandon.
Nice to meet you. I'm Megan.
Nice to meet you. Have a seat, Megan.
All right.
Stand to the photo.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, Megan, I'm Brandon again with Total Quality Logistics, TQL
All right.
for short. Been with the company for 2 years. I am a campus recruiter. I
Okay.
started off as a sales position, logistics account executive,
Okay.
and I transferred this March to
Nice.
recruiting. So
Awesome.
I'm here with you now.
All right.
All right, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Megan Lamers. I was homeschooled up until 9th grade, and
Okay.
then that's when I decided I went to a, I guess homeschooling like little group thing, and I went to a camp up there, or up in Milford, Indiana. Decided that I really liked interpreting, really liked sign language, and then so I came here to UC, and I've been here ever since.
Okay.
Absolutely love it.
What year are you at?
I'm a senior.
You graduated when?
Yes. April 26th.
April
Not counting the
26th.
days or anything.
All right. You're ready. Congratulations on
Yes.
that milestone.
Thank you.
All right. And do you have your e-portfolio for me to check out?
I do. Let me grab it. Alright. Here we go.
All right, walk me through this, please.
Yeah. So this is my homepage. Kind of gives me a little gives the reader a little overview of who I am. This is, if you tap this, it'll explain all this information in ASL. I don't know if you wanted to see that. Do you
No, it's
no?
okay.
Okay. All right. So
Is it
right
see
here.
the resume?
I'm really hoping this will open on a iPad. Oh, okay. So if you want, you can scroll through. This is my resume.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay. Just health education, my work experience. I work at the museum center downtown. Absolutely love it.
Okay.
I was the president of the ASL club on campus, so I do have a little bit of experience in leadership. I've done a lot of observations in educational sites when it comes to interpreting, and then I am pretty involved with volunteering in the community.
Great.
And then I have some other things right here, workshops that I've gone to, my FBI and BCI checks that I am clear.
Okay.
I do have references. There's some letters, contacts, in case you're interested. I do have samples of my work. That
See,
is.
put the one on there.
Yeah.
Hi. Do you know that deaf people have really embarrassing moments, right? Well, just because we're deaf. So I want to share a story with you. It's a really funny story. So a long time ago, in the 20s, I had cats. In the 90s, I'm sorry. So the law required that the cats had to have rules. When you had a cat, there were rules. You had a license, and I didn't know that you had to have a license to have cats. So they would just, in my living room, I had a window. My cats would just sit at the window and look out, and they'd walk around the room and stuff. Well, a man walked up to my door and said, "Do you have a cat? Do you have a license to have a cat? You know, if you have cats, you don't have a license, you can get a fine or a fee."
So that's from ASL to voice, and I also have other samples, like my I have English to ASL.
Where's the one you're in class?
What?
Is that the one you're in class?
I believe so. Yes. This is a criminal justice class on campus that I mock.
Registered for
So there's
spring
no mock means there's
semester.
no deaf person in the class. So I'm
Okay,
just interpreting
please
just for
do,
the sake of any
folks, and
language
remember
skills.
that as a criminal justice major, you're gonna need 3 electives and CJ electives, criminal justice electives. And you're gonna need a number of them that are above 300, they're 300 or 400, 3,000, 4,000 level. So if you want a really great elective, a criminal justice elective, it'll come as a free elective. Anyone can take it. It's offered to both graduate and undergraduate students, but it's not going to be that difficult. We're just
Alright, good job.
And then I have my rates over here, and then my contact page
Okay.
over here.
Alright, so. Well, you probably don't know anything about the company, so I can't answer that. Alright, so if the job requires travel, do you have an updated passport?
I do,
Okay,
yes, I
great,
do.
great. What is your proudest achievement?
Proudest achievement, the director of this program, the sign language program, has nominated me for 2 awards. One for the CCH and then one for the whole university. So once you do that, I was
Great,
very
great.
proud.
And you said you had a little dab of leadership there.
Yes.
What is leadership to you?
Leadership would be someone that I would feel comfortable going to, someone that I can talk to, someone that can show me who they are and not be like, just be not flexible about it. This is who they are and this is what is going to happen.
So what are some other leadership opportunities that you had? Or what do you do in that leadership role that you had being president?
Being president, that was definitely my first experience being like an actual leader. I had all my board members underneath me. Well, not really underneath me, I guess you could. It was more, they were helping me, and we were all on pretty much the equal level, but I would have to send out the emails and stuff. It was difficult for me to learn how to do that because I've never been in that kind of situation before, but I thought I did really well. Being in front of people, I'm not very good at being in front of people, like on stage or anything, but I thought I did really well as a leader in that position.
Cool. Alright, give me an example of a time that you had to think outside of the box.
Well, I work at the museum center, like I mentioned before. I work at the museum center downtown, and there was a deaf person that came in to the museum, and we had an exhibit at the time, and they didn't have an interpreter, they didn't have anybody, and the couple was deaf, and then the daughter was not. So they were going to rely on their daughter until they realized that I was the interpreter. Or that I could speak sign language. And so I went down with them to the exhibit. I helped them out. I brought them. We have audio guides, so I brought them out like the book that has everything written down. And that was, I would say, out of the box because I went above and beyond what the job entailed for me to help them out when they needed it.
Tell me about a time you had a difficulty with a coworker and how you resolved it.
I worked at Walmart before I worked at Museum Center, and there was a coworker she wasn't spreading rumors, but she thought that I had said something that I didn't, and pretty much just got out of hand. And instead of me going to a manager and complaining about her, I went to her immediately, and it was face to face. I was like, I don't know what's going on. So we resolved it on the surface level before I had to go up to management or anything. So I like to do things face to face and confront someone before I have to go up to higher powers.
Okay. Alright. So if I was to contact your last employer or your employer at the museum, what would they say you need to improve on?
I would say that I'm not very good at saying no.
Okay.
When they ask me to come in, like if it's on my day off, I'm not very good at saying no, I need this day off. So I would say that's something that I need to improve on, would be my time management skills.
Okay. So as far as improving, what's 2 positive traits that you wish to improve upon or that you do not currently have that you want to have?
Well, when it comes to interpreting, I would say that it would be voicing not very good at that, but I am working on getting better at that. And then not interpreting just anything would be time management skills.